of my friends say, girl, you better take care.
Good evening, America. Today we have some popping news for you. You know, this channel always tells you to do your due diligence and always look it up, fact check things, understand. And what we try and do is get you to get adjusted to watching the news and not listening to all the hearsay and the nays. Today in the news, we have to tell you people on alert. Perry Farms has issued a recall on select gallon containers of milk that are contaminated with cleaning products. So check your refrigerators. Make sure that you aren't carrying this brand of milk in there. And if you are, discard it and take it back to the stores. Perry Farms milk is found to be contaminated. This is one thing we try and do on the channel, is to bring information to our people, especially when everything we bring in so far is harming to us, whether it be Democrats or Somalians taking our tax dollars. It's happening at an alarming rate. And if you notice, we may not have heard too much from Dollar Tree Obama, Jeffrey Epstein's little brother Hakeem, because along in these allegedly letters, he's been found to be sticking close to Jeffrey Epstein and asking for payouts to help his campaign. All of a sudden, he's not on the map. But he, as usual, will reappear. Also, the news is bringing out that Social Security checks could be centering out to us 24% sooner than what we think. Also had a convicted news anchor today who was convicted in order to pay $63 million in restitution. And he's to serve a decade behind bars. Also, we have a George Conway who warns Hestic that Trump may not be able to save him on the rules and regulations that he's making with the military. And Pete Hestic should not be instructing the military with certain rulings. And this is due to the boat killings out in the national waters. Americans have created this persona. Let's be nice to everybody. Let's take care of everybody. Let's give to everybody. And at the same time that we're giving and saving people from countries that are bad, just like Ayan Omar and her little Somalian group, they come over here to America and take total advantage of a gift horse feeding you and totally telling Americans that Omar said this repeatedly, that she does not like America. She's not here for America. She's here for her people. But yet, as I said before, there's a willing hand to be open when it comes to taking our money, moving our money, and spending it, and stealing it. That is stealing. And Trump did the right thing. And y'all can get mad all you want, because something is wrong with people when we have people over here that's not vetted. Our crime is up. Our cities are being destroyed. We've got more gangs than we ever seen. And Biden, sick in the head or not, he knew what he was doing when he gave all our tax dollars away. And when he created the deficit that we have in the economy, and when he brought all these illegals over here, of course he did that because he wanted to stay in power. His vegetable head, knowing that he would never be voted in again, and just like before Trump, they have to steal, whine, and take to achieve their goals. So he left Donald Trump and us in one heck of a mess. And it's going to take a lot to dig out of it and to change it. If we can ever change it. We're losing trillions of dollars every year. And then at the same time, we've got people that see the country, even Americans who are going crazy on SNAP and the Medicaid and stuff. We got Americans who are here, much less the foreigners who are taken from us. And we have foreigners over here that are just destroying it from America from inside out. And anything, you can overload anything, and it is overbearing what the country is trying to absorb and take. And we fall short. There are a lot of things that are coming up, and they are coming up drastically, people, that we're going to have to watch for, and we're going to have to be prepared for. Also, today in the news, there was 6,000 planes that were grounded because of a software update, and most of them were flying and lose altitude in mid-flight, and some of the passengers were injured. At least 15 to 20 people were hospitalized. And this is JetBlue, which is known very widely in all airports, that had the sudden drop. Even with cases like this, with so many foreigners working in our equipment, you got to be real careful about what you eat, what you drink, where you go, and who's around your surroundings before you commit to it. And that might sound rude, but that's the situation we're living in now. Get smart, get wise. It's okay to say, I don't think I want to take this flight, or I won't be eating here tonight because of the situation, especially when you know that there may be a race or a country that totally hates America. As they call it, cells, creating bad, barbaric people with guns, ammunition, bullets, bombs, and they're a threat to America. And people, if you don't want to weed out, at least go through the vetting and try and find out what we have here. Well, then don't start crying when it hits your doorstep, because there's no protection, because cops have been silenced, cops have been defunded. We got major problems in New York right now, and this idiot haven't even started working yet. Modani, that doesn't even sound right. But this is what the Democrats have stooped to with the Trump syndrome. Any and every little thing that they can do to get things started, get things going. And I'm telling you right now, this killing and shooting, a lot of people are not going to put up with that too much longer. And you got people like Jasmine Crockett running his stinking mouth, saying that that's what happens when ICE is out there trying to do their job. She's got people, security around her. But the way things are going one day, you may not have security yourself. And Democrats are talking every day about people who are on Trump's cabinet, or people who are working with Trump. Once they get back into the White House, they're coming after them with full tactic gear, putting them in jail. My knowledge, this is not how a democratic state works. You understand the change of power, and you debate to work across the aisle with the other change of power. Not because they won, you got so much hatred where you can't stand up for a young man who has brain cancer because Donald Trump mentioned him. And Democrats have laid down their evilness from day one, evil people. And that's all you can call them. We also got Swalwell, who says the U.S. troops privately told him they're ready to check President Trump as towards any orders that he gives. And people, the Democrats themselves, well, maybe they do because they want this country to fall, don't know what kind of chaos they're creating by trying to instill that into the military's head. This Kelly guy and other senators that are with him. Because if we do get into a situation where our military is called on, and you put this seizure thought into their mind, are we not going to stand up for the country with this? They are sworn in to do. They're paid to do. They volunteered to do. And y'all can put into the comments, what do you think something like that should warrant? especially keep pushing the narrative on that. Does it warrant jail? Does it warrant the electric chair? You know, because it is definitely a serious call out. And we have to get some understanding of what's happening. And not just looking there, oh, well, he can say anything he wants. Yes, you can, but where do your talks lead to? Also in the news today, we had a plane that, because of the icy conditions, that skidded off the runway. All the passengers, okay, this was in Chicago O'Hare International Airport. Also, Trump, they say approval ratings for a second term as our lowest Republicans have been. And I don't tend to go with the counts. So many times they said a certain one is losing or not winning. They speak the narrative to create the idea, because they don't agree with the situation, that this person is bad. This is why I say we always have to open up the book and understand what it is we're facing and looking at. We also have the Israel Defense Forces, the IDF, dismantling of a major Hamas tunnel network that was found. And this is, we've been finding those everywhere. These people are used to doing that. People, this is their way of life. And for some reason, we think we can bring them over here. And I believe the Democrats brought them over here because they know they create chaos. They know that they would stir up trouble. And that takes your mind off voting. It gives them the upper hand to say, wow, all this is going on. And you didn't see the reason why this is here. It's because of them. Well, you're going to vote right away to get someone in there that sells you these false dreams to straighten the country out. And henceforth, Democrats had this all planned out. But to their demise, it didn't work. And they are very, very angry about this situation. Also in the news today, we're trying to get through this for you in a rational way because there is so much to talk about. There were 4 people that were injured, 10 others. There were 10 others 4 that were killed, 10 others that were injured in a shooting family event in Stockton Hill. Also, Featherman breaks ranks and calls out heated rhetoric against the Republicans. And this is a good man. He continues to say he's 100% Democrat, but he will not issue or yell out extreme profanities calling people racist or Nazis or evil, or he's definitely trying to reach to the other side and discuss things, and Democrats are not happy with that situation. They want him out. Also, Trump has made a replacement pick for DeSantis, and this is causing a lot of trouble for DeSantis. We knew his wife was running, but she ran into some moral issues there. We don't know the whole story behind it, but Trump has endorsed Byron Donalds, a young man, to run as Florida Republican governor. And he's pretty sharp young man. The U.S. military said that Sunday that it recently destroyed 15 sites containing Islamic State sources. And Senator Kelly says that Hezek, with the double tap bolt strike, seems to be committing war crimes. And I don't know about Senator Kelly. If you guys are following the news, go ahead and tap in and let me know what you think about that. Because I gave you a small scenario on what can happen having the military all crossed up and disobeying orders, and we in full-fledged war with another country. We are now, but if we were, do you see the ramifications of that? Another country could easily come over here and walk through us because we got so much chaos going on. Is it worth doing that? Does it call for that? Because when they asked Slotkins about it, what Trump had done wrong, well, Ellis Slotkin said that she hadn't seen any rules Trump has broken yet. Mark Kelly says he hasn't either. But this is just in case he does. What kind of crap is that? And I believe these type people should be reprimanded in some type of way. As always, sign up to the channel so you can get your good and bad reports on the breaking news, products that are bad, products that are good. We try and let you know ahead of time. If for nothing else, keeping a sharp eye for that. Try and watch the channel all the way through. And those of you that signed up and are hanging with us, we appreciate it. But we want to grow the channel. Please smash that like button and push us out there a little farther. We'll see you on the next one.